Hi, I'm Thespoena McLaughlin. I'm going to be an instructor at Create Chicago in August. I want to introduce you to one of my classes, the Metal and Rust Tag Journal. This is a journal made with a piece of metal for the cover, pages from an old book, an old hardcover book, that are altered with old photos, old pieces of jewelry, pieces of rusty metal, old fabric and fibers. And your class kits are going to contain different pieces of metal and, fiber packs, collage packs, and I will have a bunch of tools and things for you to use in class. I'm going to be sharing with you some ideas for covers that you could use, different ideas for different tools that you may want to bring, and that kind of thing. Okay, I'm going to show you some ideas for some metal covers for the Metal and Rust Tag Journal class. This is the class sample. I found this piece in a flea market. It was a door to an old carriage lantern that most of the pieces were missing off of. This is an old drawer pull, and these are just different pieces of like this is a doorknob, piece of an old doorknob, an old rusty key, a piece of an old necklace. So you can really decorate these with pretty much anything, just any junk piece of metal. So I'm going to talk a little bit about finding a good cover. You can go to flea markets or thrift stores and look for things that are metal. Look for anything that's metal. Like this piece is an old Kleenex box cover. This is metal. And you might look at that and think, well, it's not flat, I can't use that, but anything metal can be altered. Like this, I've taken some wire cutters, some tin snips, and started to cut up the side. And I'm going to remove this front piece that has this pretty decorative flower on the front. And that could be a book cover. This is another metal cover that I made. This is just a found piece of metal, the rusty back metal piece. I don't know what it was in its former life, but now it's a book cover. Different pieces of door knobs, door plates, found objects of any kind, wire. This is one that I thought about using for a cover. This isn't even metal. This is an old piece of wood from a pinhole camera that was falling apart. And then I just put that door hinge on the end. Here's some door plates. You could use these. You could put these on a piece of wood. You could put them on another piece of metal, as in this one. Or if you wanted to make a little tiny one, this is just a found piece of metal. I don't remember where I found it, but this could make a really cute little book. Now for the hardware, you can use antique drawer pulls if you want something really fancy. There's all kinds of them online. You can buy them on eBay and Etsy and different places. And like this one, this is just an old piece of an old door hinge. So you can get really fancy, or you can get, rustic and cool looking. Now for your book, for your pages, we're going to alter some book pages. And you'll want an old book, just, any old book. It doesn't even have to be old, but just one that, maybe outdated. Maybe it's an old encyclopedia that's outdated, or, just any old book. This is an old shorthand book. Any old hardback book that we can alter. And you're going to need a hardback book because the back cover is going to be the back of that book, which we can alter, and I have a few ideas on that as well. Now for some of the decorations that you might want, pretty much any kind of junk drawer type stuff. Look through a flea market, you might find, maybe some old keys or pieces of old jewelry are fun to use. You can take jewelry apart, and this was like a back of an old wristwatch. There's so many ideas. Even this little piece of old door latch could be used maybe as a closure. So, you know, go through your flea markets and your thrift stores or your junk drawers and try to look at things differently than what you're seeing them. Bring a bunch of things, and if you find, you know, something like this and you're not sure what to do with it, you can shoot me an email, and I'd be happy to talk with you about how you could make what you found work. And as for, you know, extra things to bring old photos. I found these at flea markets, and anytime I find one that I think has a neat story in it, I go ahead and pick it up. They're usually, you know, maybe $1 a piece or something. And this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be altering those photos. I like black and white ones. You can tint them yourself, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well. And if you have any questions about your supply list or how to find a metal cover or any questions at all, just give me a holler, and I would be happy to help you out. And I look forward to seeing everyone at the Metal in Rust Tag Journal at Create Chicago this summer. Thank you.